Sorry about the radio silence there. I had to take care of some business. What an upset victory that was. Considering Rob had a sizable lead. Where the heck is Mega Man at? Yeah, that was a pretty interesting match there. Going into the next lightweight tournament match is Pikachu versus Meta Knight, and both of these guys not so great last year, but we're going to see how they fare this year in the tournament in the very first round. I would venture to guess not a whole lot of people. Well, it's pretty mixed between who people think are going to win when it comes to getting into the next round and the round after that. There's also pretty mixed predictions on who people think could be moving on from here. Some pretty big implications. If Meta Knight loses, there's a lot of people's brackets that are getting pretty destroyed when it comes to the later rounds. So that could be an interesting upset for Pikachu. But, I mean, there's a lot of people... I may have had that wrong. I have Meta Knight versus Pit in here, and Yoshi versus Pikachu. Shoot, I have the wrong match. Crap. Okay, well, so this is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to end this early because I had the wrong match booked. In my notes, which really sucks. Dang it. Sorry everybody for that mix-up. This is in fact Pit versus Meta Knight. And let me just double check my notes. Yeah, because Pikachu is going up against Yoshi. Dang it. Okay. We will roll on with that. A lot of issues so far tonight with this recording. Not a lot of issues, just two major ones. Had to pause the recording, and then obviously this. We'll get through it. So this is Pit versus Meta Knight, not Pikachu versus Meta Knight. Darn it. I do not like making mistakes. Unfortunately, I just made a pretty big one. Not something that I like to do, especially in this setting. Let's okay. Got Pit versus Meta Knight. I'm gonna be annoyed by that for a long time. At some point, we might see Pikachu versus Meta Knight. A lot of people just kind of looking at the tournament. A lot of it's 50-50 right now between Meta Knight and Pit. Going on from there, there are some people that have Meta Knight and have Pit going pretty far in their predictions. Two people have Meta Knight going all the way to the quarterfinals. So two people specifically, high implications in this match, trying to make sure that their brackets stay intact by getting Meta Knight through this match. Meta Knight needs, Meta Knight needs to get himself away from the scenario he was in, where the arena was, and kind of where Pit is at. Pit is at right now. Luckily enough for him, he's a pretty light character. You can get out of those types of situations. Yeah, both guys desperately need the win. Both guys in a losing record, 5-3, or 3-5 and 3-6 overall record. We shall see how these guys fare in this match, and then go from there. See if either of them are able to get any further in the tournament going down the line. Pit with a sick KO right there over Meta Knight, using the stage to his advantage. Meta Knight just took himself out. A lot of brackets just broken there with Pit going over, especially by 2. Meta Knight really screwing himself there, taking himself out, not doing any favors for himself in that match there. Yeah, this next match that's coming up is a match I basically promised was going to end up happening. It is Rosalina versus Daisy. They are the two that lost in the threat last week in sudden death over Peach. I thought these guys both did a really good job, and definitely deserved to have a rematch of sorts with each other. One of them deserves to get more points out of that than they got out of that match from last week. So we shall see how these two do. Very interesting events coming up right now. Pit definitely absolutely smashed some people's brackets here. So far, so we will keep an eye out on that especially as we get into the last match of the night, which is Kirby versus Larry. Again, split right down the middle, 50-50 on who people think is going to win that match. Definitely interesting to see who's going to win that, especially with it being 50-50. You know, somebody has Kirby winning the whole thing. So that is also a huge implication for that person. Kirby needs to win, basically. So we shall see what goes on from there. 2 full minutes in, both women still at 2 stocks apiece. Kind of a slow burn on this match. Not a whole lot going on that is specifically crazy, but kind of need these kind of matches in between, especially with the first couple matches that we had that just went by so fast. Definitely need the breaks in between of just some classic back and forth matches where both people aren't giving up a whole lot of damage. Which is definitely a way to play. Both women doing really well right now to be careful, mindful where they're at. And yeah, both doing really well so far. That triple threat last week between that tag team, that triple threat the trio tag team, was just extremely, extremely impressive to watch, especially from a booking standpoint, being able to see what they're able to do. It's just very, very fun to watch. And that's kind of what we're here for, is the fun. So let's see what happens here. Rosalina getting knocked off by Daisy. Still showing that she can go. Unfortunately, with 2 losses in a row, one in sudden death and one in within the time frame. Unfortunately, the showing that she had was not good enough, but definitely showing promise when it comes to continuing in the middleweight division. Is just going to have to fight her way back to the top if she wants to get into that top 10 title contention, 500 plus win-loss record. This is another one of those matches I was talking about earlier, where I love these types of matches in the openweight division because it guarantees points for a lightweight, whether it be Ness or Mewtwo coming out on top. Like I said before, with the middleweights, it's always good to see somebody that's not a heavyweight dominating the openweight division, which is why I was so bummed, last year when Enderman stunk up the place with the second half of his year, of his run last year, after going 7-0, going down to 7-3, a 7-0 record, and then an 0-3 record right after that. Just not a stellar performance, unfortunately, and it's going to take him some time to recover from that after being like a openweight prodigy, which is what got him into the middleweight division. He does have another win in openweight after beating Greninja, which is unfortunately the match that we had to cut in half. I believe Enderman is fighting, he's fighting Sonic in the middleweight division later on in this show. Hopefully he fares a little bit better than his first match, which he lost in the middleweight division. Sonic also losing his debut middleweight match. So a debuting middleweight player will be getting a win here today, which is exciting. Now, one thing that I forgot to update is that I had Lemmy and Larry mixed up. So it is in fact Lemmy who is fighting Kirby and not Larry. I will have to go in and fix that because I'm going to screw that up multiple times over the course of the next couple weeks. somebody actually had Larry going all the way to winning, so I had to revise that to Lemmy winning. It's just something stupid that I over and over again keep flipping up, and it annoys the crap out of me every time I do it. And yeah. Which also means that I have the title card things wrong, which is something I have to change. And Ness picking up the win in openweight division. So let's get on to the next match, shall we? I'm getting better. We got Zelda and Link. Going up against Marth and Lucina, the classic duo. Let's see how these guys fare against each other. Pretty similar characters. Marth and Lucina obviously being a dynamic duo. And then obviously Zelda and Link being the same. A little bit preoccupied trying to get the Lemmy Larry stuff figured out. Larry is Lemmy. Yep. Very annoying. Once I have it down, it's not going to be that hard to remember. It's just right now I have Larry in singles. I have Larry. I'm trying to figure this stuff out on the fly. So Larry is in middleweight. There's just a lot of stressful stuff that's going on right this very second that kind of distracting me a little bit from everything that's going on. Unfortunately, obviously don't like that that's a thing. Trying to figure it out while getting this stuff done as well. There's something that kind of has to happen, unfortunately. That's not anything that I can deal with. that I can help, I should say. Man, Link and Zelda are really proven their worth here, even with the not so stellar record. Is they're still doing pretty good with keeping themselves accountable, I should say. Link eliminated. Zelda stole Link's last life right at the very second there. Zelda does have a shot at taking these guys out. Unfortunately, that dastardly CPU always in this on this stage, just wrecking havoc. Finally out of there. Zelda needed that in order to even have a chance. Finally takes out Lucina. Marth takes out himself, and Zelda picks up the win for the team. Much needed win. Marth and Lucina, unfortunately, starting the season kind of rough. Definitely could see a feud between these two groups in both singles and tag team. And speaking of singles, we head over to the heavyweight division. And speaking of a rivalry, we've got what you could consider the big bad of the Mario franchise and Bowser going up against one of the more well-known Mario characters in Dr. Mario. Unfortunately, with everything going on, I'm not really in a talkative mood at this point anymore, which is kind of killing the spirit, I know, but wow, Dr. Mario just getting eaten alive on that first pin. This is a Mario Kart arena, which I love, and Bowser, too slow, taking himself out in the stage transition. Would love to see a Rainbow Road edition arena edition. Especially if it was in the same vein as not this one, because this one is a little more boring just because it has there's no cars and stuff, unfortunately, so that kind of stinks. But like, if there was one in the more vein of what is the name of Captain Falcon? I'm not even gonna try. Captain Falcon's races, and then there's another Mario Kart one where there's the potential of getting hit by cars. I think that's always a fun little wrench that they stick in there. Both of these guys are just kicking the crap out of each other. Dr. Mario getting that first pin right off, first KO right off the bat, taking Bowser down a stock, and then Bowser finally coming in with that extra stock. There is a little bit of a KO opportunity here. I love the add-in of just a bunch of shy guys driving around. Love that. Or as some of us like to call them, outgoing guys. Dr. Mario, if he can get this win, really a huge comeback story for this match, immediately going down a stock to being able to come back and win the match, which he's able to do. Impressive victory for Dr. Mario. Love to see it. Bowser keeping that 500 record going strong from last season. He ended the last season 10-10. Now he's 11-11, and now we are getting into a very interesting match. This is, like I said before, this is two newly minted middleweights going up against each other. Right now, one of them is guaranteed to get some points finally. They both are 0-1. Sonic 10-8 in the lightweight division. Enderman 0-2 in his division. I love the add-in of the little splooges, the little splashes. I think those are fun. Reminds me more of the Splatoon stage than it does Joker, but that's just me. Especially with Enderman already fighting and already getting a win, we know Enderman is going to be tired. Going off of the more pro wrestling ideology, he's definitely going to be a lot more tireder than Sonic is going to be. But at the same time, he's pumped. He just got a win over Greninja in the open weight division. Trying to keep the ball rolling by picking up a huge victory over Sonic. It's also the even bigger story of well, I mean, for both of these men, for one of them, they're going to be 1-1 in the middleweight division, almost guaranteed more matches. Both of these guys are guaranteed more matches, I think, this year. Both have proven themselves. Sonic in the lightweight division and Enderman in the openweight division. It kind of proved that both of these guys definitely deserve matches in this weight class. There are guys in both weight classes, Luigi being one of them, who finally got a victory tonight, which is huge. One of those examples of just somebody that really doesn't deserve matches, and in Luigi's case, in any division. Which sounds harsh, but it's really not. I mean, if you're not putting in the effort to win the matches, or even if you're coming super close but still not getting it done, there's a certain point where, kind of like with Rosalina, I'm super impressed with what she did the last two matches, but she has just won or lost 2 in a row. So Peach going 1-0 in that little mini rivalry, and Daisy going 1-1. It's a lot more impressive with those two than it is with Rosalina, who came out of it 0-2. So Rosalina probably not getting matches in a while. Daisy being 1-1, probably going to be getting a match at some point, and Peach being 1-0, obviously, or I think she might be over 1-0 at this point. Definitely going to be getting more matches, especially because she's most likely in the top 10 because of the points that she's gotten, if not very, very, very close. Which, as everybody knows, is definitely part of how you get matches, is being in that top 10. If you are in the top 10 and you have the same overall score as somebody in if you have somebody, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, I'm trying to do multiple things at once. These guys are really going punch for punch here, really both trying their best to prove that they belong in the middleweight division. Obviously, whoever wins this is going to be almost guaranteed to be getting another match. But we shall see who comes out on top. Both these guys definitely super impressive. That's why they're both probably going to be getting more matches. Like I said before, Unless one of them just continues to lose over and over and over again, they're probably not going to not be getting matches, and they're probably not going to be moving down again to lightweight. Even if they're 50-50, if they're able to stay consistent in the division, show promise, then there's definitely promise for them in this division. And it looks like we are going to sudden death. Sorry about that. Sonic picking up the win. We will be seeing more of both of these guys, like I continuously say, because they both really impress me. Somebody else that impressed me, shockingly, is actually Wario this season in the open weight division. Somebody who I don't really have a whole lot of thought for, to be completely honest, because as you can see by his record, not stellar. He was 0-1 in as the same with Link too, but Link was doing his own thing in middleweight. Wario really not doing a whole lot in either division. Wario got eaten alive by DDD last year, I think it was, and just was absolutely destroyed by him. My stomach hurts like a mother, so I'm going to go take care of that while this match is going on. I'm going to mute myself and get out of here. Welcome back to the Ender's Life is a Big Mess show. Man, this match has been absolutely insane. I wish I could have been calling it from the beginning, but unfortunately, not exactly about to do that. Insane how female Wii Fit Trainer and Donkey Kong both got knocked out. Both stole lives from male Wii Fit Trainer and Banjo, and then somehow both of them still got knocked out, and Banjo and male Wii Fit Trainer were still fighting. Both of them knocked each other off their butts just now. Banjo coming out with the win on that one. Really, really, really impressive from Banjo. +4 from Banjo, +1 from male Wii Fit Trainer, but a -2 from female Wii Fit Trainer and a -3 from Donkey Kong. Like, wow, that is not good for those other two. Why do I not have? Yeah, so I'm missing Lemmy from my slide. So let me steal Lemmy for just a hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Lemmy lightweight. There he is. Okay, so we have our very last match of the evening, the main event. Let's get this over with. I'm going crazy. Hopefully we can get through this without any kinks. We've got Lemmy in here. We've got Kirby. Let's get this show on the road. Very exciting stuff. To be completely honest, everything that has been going on has been kind of a S show. Trying to get stuff done while trying to get other stuff done, and then on top of that, not feeling great. Just going a little bit crazy. Yeah. Thankfully for me, once I'm done with this, I'm done with recording stuff. I can go into a little bit more of the analytics and the statistics and all that kind of stuff. Kind of desaturate myself. I recorded 2 of these in a row, so it does get a little bit challenging because I go from recording an hour and a half to analytics and statistics to prepping the visuals, the title cards and everything. I have to go through and do all of the changes. That's probably an extra hour and a half to 2 hours of work, and then another hour and a half of recording. So it does become a lot sometimes to record 2 in a row, which is why I try not to do that. But I had time to get it done, and so I am. And just get some time to decompress after. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love doing all of this. It's just sometimes it's a lot. Very excited for this match because there are such huge implications, especially in the predictions. Somebody has Lemmy winning the whole thing. They had Larry winning the whole thing, but that was my mistake. I accidentally made an error in there. Unfortunately, nothing I can do now about it. But Lemmy has taken the spot of Larry in the tournament. We will continue as planned. Um, I highly doubt that changing out Larry and Lemmy would do a whole lot. I know the person personally that has Larry going all the way, and I'm pretty sure he would feel the same way about Lemmy. Just going off of the my knowledge of this person, which I mean, Lemmy definitely has what it takes to win this whole thing. 4-5 with one win under his belt this season, not anything to sneeze at. Kirby 0-2 definitely has something to prove. 0-7-1. This would be his first match ever in lightweight. So if he's able to get a win right now, like, that would be absolutely huge. For his career, it'd be kind of like the Luigi situation where, you know, you finally get that one win and you know, automatically are most likely getting another match. If you win a match in this league or in this promotion, you're almost guaranteed to be getting another match. Yeah, it winning is everything, and Kirby finally gets his first win. The week of the comebacks. This is for everybody that was not doing stellar last year. Definitely doing a lot better this year. Pretty impressed with everybody. Apologies for the clunkiness of this episode. Just trying to get through some personal stuff while getting this recording out there. I wanted to get this done as close to the 18th as possible. I know I wasn't able to do it on time again. Just very frustrating for myself, I'm sure, as much as it is for everybody else. But we are done, and I cannot wait until next week when I can hopefully do this on time this time. And then the 28th is right around the corner. 9 days from now, or 9 days from now. Very exciting stuff. Can't wait to see you all next week. I'm gonna sign off. This has been Andrew Smith with ENC Wrestling United Through Wrestling. Join me next week for the next episode of UTW, and then definitely join me at Warzone the 28th of February. See you then. Bye.